Okay, I hope everything is fine. Okay, let me clear the board. So, I think the board is clear. Okay, guys, I hope you guys can listen to my voice when voice is clear. So, let's start the live. So today we're gonna discuss about Codeforces round 1024 day 2. So let's go to the first problem. Okay, so first, let me read the statement. It says that given four integers n, m, p, and q, determine whether there exists an integer array a1, a2, an. Elements may be negative, satisfying the following condition: the sum of all elements in the array is equal to m. That means a1 plus a2 up to it an is equal to m. The sum of every p consecutive element is equal to q. That means ai plus p minus 1, then the next element must be ai plus p, a2 থেকে ai plus p. Okay, fine. Each test contains multiple test cases. The first one contains the number of test cases. The system of the test cases follows. Okay, fine. And then P and N are up to 1000 and Q and M are up to 1000. Okay, fine. Yes, up to that. Okay, I hope I got the statement. So let me clarify it to you guys. Fine. So it says that there are four variables like n, m, p, and also q. So what we have to do is build an array of size n. Okay. So the total sum of the array is m. Okay. So suppose you can say that a1 plus a2 plus up to a to the power n is equal to m. Okay, fine. And also every consecutive the sum of every consecutive p element is equal to q. That means that suppose a1, a2, the array is a1, a2, a3, a4, a5, a6. Okay, fine. And p is equal to 3 and q is equal to 4. That means every consecutive three elements is the sum of every consecutive three element is equal to 4. So this is the consecutive three element. The sum of it is q. Fine. Also, the next consecutive three element, the sum is also q. So it continues. The next three also q. The sum is q. The next four, the last part, I think it is also q. And the total sum a1 plus a2 plus a3 plus a4 plus a5 plus a6 will be equal to m. Okay, I hope you guys get the problem statement. Um, okay. So how to solve this? So first, we can divide the question into two cases, right? There are four elements are given. So four elements are given. Okay, fine. So we should divide the problem into two cases. First case will be if n percentage of a p is equal to 0. And the second case is n percentage of p not is equal to 0. That means p is a divisible of n. This is the first case. And the second case is p is not divisible. N is not divisible by p. This is the second case. And the first case is n is divisible by p. Okay. So let me explain the second case where p is a divisible of n is divisible by p. Okay, fine. So suppose I can say that okay, a1, let me first draw the array 3, a4, a5. Okay, fine. Suppose the value of p is um 3. Okay, so there are 5 elements in the array. If we divide into 3 chunk, that will be 1 2 3. No, wait. Suppose p is equal to say 2. Okay, fine. Then if we divide the array into 2 chunk, only there are extra element, that is a5. Okay, fine. Let me rewrite this in an easy manner. Suppose this is fine. We divide the array of size 5 into 2 consecutive chunks. So lastly a5 is left. So if we rewrite this in this way, suppose a0 a1, okay, fine. Then also we set a0 a1, fine. A0. What can we see by writing this way? We can see that every element is occurring n by p times, except for one element, which is a0, which is occurring n divided by p plus 1 times, right? Fine. So we can write this in this way. Suppose n by p, n by p plus 1 into a plus n divided by p into a1. Okay, this will be equal to m. Okay, I hope you guys get it. Let me give you a second example. Suppose n, what will be the p? Suppose p is 3 and there's 7. Okay, fine. Suppose n, wait, suppose okay, suppose n, erase this. Okay, suppose n equal to 7 and p equal to 3. Okay, so if we write the array a1 a2 a3 a4 a5 a6 a7, okay, if we divide the array into 3 chunks, 3 consecutive chunks, that will be, okay, fine. Okay, I hope n is equal to 8 will be a better example. Okay, let me write n is equal to, okay, fine. Then 2 extra element has left. Okay, if we rewrite this like this, if we rewrite like this, it will be first 0 1 2. Again, if we do this 3 0 1 2, and it will be 0, it will be 1. Fine, 1. Then what will happen? As I said you before, that only the n remainder p elements will occur, and remainder p elements will occur n divided by p plus 1 times. Okay, fine. And rest of the remaining elements, like rest of the remaining elements, p minus n percentage of p, these many elements will occur n divided by p times. Fine. So if we rewrite this, it will be, wait, so n percentage of p, first n percentage of p and remainder p elements will occur n by p plus 1 times. So here n is equal to 8 and p is equal to 3, so n divided by p plus 1 is equal to হচ্ছে 8 3 plus 1, so it is 8 divided by 3, I hope 2 plus 1 3 times, right? 3 times, okay, 3. So first n modulo p elements will be occur 3 times. So let me write this first 3 elements and remainder p elements. So a0 plus 3. So n remainder p 8 remainder 3 equal to 2. So the first 2 elements will be occur 3 times. So a0 a1 will occur 3 times and rest of the elements will be occur n divided by p times, which is 2. Okay, fine. Then 2 a2, that's it. It will be equal to m. Okay, fine. So if we break it down like 2a0 plus a1 plus a2, okay, fine. Then a0 plus a1, it is the same, right? I'm just dividing. Fine. Okay, fine. Then okay, let me clear the board. Okay, then fine. If we write it down like way, it says that a0 a1 a3, it says that this is 3 size, right? This is the size of p. The sum of it has to be equal to q, right? So 2q plus 2q plus a0 plus a1 have to be m. Okay, then if I then we can write down like this. Wait, okay, we can write down like this. This will be equal to minus 2q plus m, right? So this whole equation will be equal to m. So it satisfied the condition. So the first n remainder p elements has to be equal to this, right? Minus 2q plus m, minus 2q plus m. Fine, fine. Okay, okay, okay. Then first element has to be m. Okay, so okay. Wait. This will be n divided by p, right? Because wait, let me get it clear to you guys. This will be n divided by p. Why? Wait. Uh, first the first it will be n divided by p plus 1 a0 plus n divided by p plus 1 a1, okay, plus n divided by p then a2. Okay, fine. So if we write it down like this, is mine n by p a0 plus a1 plus a2, then a1 plus a0 will be equal to m, right? So this, the sum of this is equal to I hope q, right? Yeah, according to the option q. And what type of equation we can make this So we can write it as n by p q plus it will be not plus minus m, okay, sorry, plus m minus n by p q, right? So it satisfied the left side, right? So I prove it to you guys that the right side is equal to left side. So this thing, the value of this thing will be equal to this, right? Okay. So the second type is clear. When n percentage of p not is equal to 0. Okay, fine. So this is clear that the first n remainder p element, the sum of n remainder, the sum of first n remainder p element has to be n divided by q, মানে minus n divided by q, sorry, n divided by p, sorry, n divided by p minus n divided by p into q plus m. Okay, fine. So the next element, the p minus n remainder element and remainder p element, the sum of p minus n remainder element has to be n divided by q. Only that way we can satisfy the condition that the whole sum of the array will be m. Okay. So in this second case, what we can do is, okay, so suppose n equal to 3 and q has to be n is equal to 7, sorry, n is equal to 8 and p is equal to 3. Okay, fine. And suppose q equal to 4 and m equal to, I hope, 5. Okay, then the first n remainder p element, that means the first two element, the sum of it has to be n divided by p into q, ঠিক আছে, minus plus m, which will be it is 8 divided by 3 minus into 4 plus 5, which is equal to 2 into minus 2 into 4. That means this is minus 2 and this is 4, which is minus 8 plus 5, and we can say it is minus 3. So the sum of the first and remainder p element will be minus 3. And what will be the sum of the rest of the element? Okay. So rest of the element, it is p minus and remainder p, which is equal to 1. The last one element will be the sum of the last one element will be n divided by p into q, which is 2 into 4 equal to 8. Okay, I hope I'm right. And 2 into, okay, 8. Okay, fine. So according to this, now if we write the array a1, a2, a3, a4, a5, a6, a7, a8, a8, okay, fine. This is the array of size 8. Then, like I said to you guys, that if we divide it into 3 consecutive chunks, in every chunk, the first and remainder p element, the sum has to be calculate before, I think, -3. Okay, -3. Okay, fine. The rest of the element of every chunk has the sum of it has to be 8. Okay, fine. So if we write it, so this will happen to every chunk, right? This will be -3 and this will be 8. This will be also -3. Sorry. This is the last two element. So this has to be -3, right? So if we now calculate the overall sum of the whole array, this will be this is -3 plus this is 8. This is -3, this is 8, and this is -3. If we calculate this, this is -9 and this is also 16. Okay, 16 minus 9, which is equal to 5, which will be equal to m. Okay, I hope you guys get it how I proved that the first and remainder p elements has the sum of what will be the sum of the first and remainder p elements, and the rest of the elements what will be the sum of it. Okay, fine. Now if we write it like this element, the sum of it has to -3. So we can write down like this -3, then we can write it as 0, then we can write it as 8. Fine. This is the first p chunk. Then we will again write the same thing as the second chunk. Okay, 308. And the last chunk there is only n remainder p element. We can write it as -30. Fine. So this is how you solve it. If it falls under the second case, which is n percentage of p not is equal to 0. Okay, now what will be the answer for the first case, which is n percentage of p equal to 0? Then it's a straight solution. Suppose n equal to 3. No, this is very small. We can say n is equal to 6. Fine. And no, I can write as 4. N is equal to 4. Fine. P is equal to 2, which is a divisor of 4. 4 is divisible by 2. Okay, fine. N percent of p is equal to 0. This falls under the first case. Okay, fine. It doesn't matter what the value of q. No, it matters actually. Fine. Suppose there is a value q and m. We haven't write it down. We just try to do the equation. Okay, fine. Then if we write the array like this, a4, a4, and we divide every part into 4 chunks. Okay, fine. So what will happen? It happened that n minus p a1 plus n divided by p, sorry, n divided by p a2 has to be equal to m. Okay, fine. So if we say if we go further, we can say f n by p divided by a1 plus a2 will be equal to m. Okay, then this the sum of p consecutive element has to be q, right? Okay, then we can write like this: n divided by p into q divided by m. This equation has to satisfy it. Okay, if this satisfied, n divided by p into q equal to m, then the answer exists. Otherwise the answer not exist in the first case. Okay, so I cover the two possible cases. So this is the solution. I hope you guys get it. Okay, fine. So what is the code? Oh, sorry. uh this is the code. Oh, it's taking time. Fine, fine. Yes, as I said before that there we can divide it into two cases. So this is the first case where n percentage of p equal to 0. So if n divided by p into q not is equal to m, then the answer does not exist. So we what you can say, the flag will be equal to 1. So if the flag is 1, then the answer not exist. Otherwise, for the second case, as I said to you guys, that n percentage of p not equal to m, then always the answer exists, no matter what. How the answer will be divided into each p chunk, I have explained it to you guys, how the answer will be divided into each four chunks. Okay. So in this case, second case, the answer will always exist. But for the first case, when the n percentage of p and remainder p will be equal to 0, if it is not is equal to m, then and the answer not exist, otherwise the answer exists. That's what I did in this code. So I hope you guys clearly understand my code. So this is all about A. So let's go to problem B. Okay. It says that you are given an array of integers a1, a2, an. You are allowed to do the following operation any number of times. Choose an index I, multiply ai by -1. That means update ai is equal to minus ai. Okay, fine. So my task is to make the first element the median of the whole array. Okay, what is the median of the whole array? It basically means that um, it suppose the array is the array is 3, 4, okay, 8, then 5, then হচ্ছে 6. Okay, if we sort the array in non-increasing order, that means if we sort the array will become 3, okay, 4, then it will be 5, then 6, then 8. The median of the array means when we sort the array, the middle value is called the median of the array. Okay, so in this case, the median of this array will be 5, because if we sort the array, it falls in the middle. Okay, fine. So I hope you guys get what median is of an array is. Okay, so we can, okay, now let me explain the problem statement. Okay, suppose there are array of size n, right? There are array of size n. Okay, so what we can do is pick an index. That means pick an element of the array. Suppose it is ai, and we can multiply this to -1. That means -1 into ai. Okay, which will be equal to minus a, right? If we again multiply it, it will go back to normal, right? If we again multiply it to -1, it will be go back before, right? ai, which is equal to the previous the first case. Okay, fine. So basically we can do the operation that pick an element ai and multiply the element by -1. Okay, fine. So our task is to make the first element, which is a1, the median of the array. ঠিক আছে? We have to tell, by doing this operation as many times as I can, if I can make the first element of the array, which is a1, the median of the array. Okay, I hope you guys understand the problem statement. Okay, does anyone have any problem understanding the problem statement? Okay, now let me explain how to solve this. Okay, um, okay, if we pick an array from the problem statement, this is yes, right? This is yes, okay. Let me pick this. Okay, fine. Let me pick this. So it is 4 minus 10, 8, 3, 2. Okay, okay. 4, the size of the array is 4. Fine. 4. The array is 10, 8, 3, 2. I hope I'm correct. Let me again see it. Okay, but minus 10, 8, 3, 2. Sorry. Okay, fine. So what I have to do is make minus 10 equal to median of the array. So what we can do that we can make 8, we can multiply 8 is equal to minus 1, which will be equal to minus 8, 3, 2, minus 10. Okay, now if I sort the array, what will happen? Uh, minus 8, okay, fine, fine, fine. Okay, okay, okay. No, no, no. I have to do, um, this is yes, right? The answer is yes. Yeah, for the answer is yes. We have to make 10 as the median of the array. Mm, 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 mm. 2, 2, 3, 2, 3. No, this will be equal to no. So let me give an yes statement. Okay, let me pick this test case. This is 4 to 0 minus 5. This will be good for explain to you guys. This will be good explanation. Okay, so 4 to 0 minus 5. Okay, let me write it down. 4 to 0 minus 5. 4 to 0 minus 5. Okay, okay. So we have to make 4 as the median of the array. Okay, so if we multiply 4 minus 4, okay, fine. Multiply the 4 to minus 1, then the array will be minus 5. Okay, if we now sort the array, what will happen? Minus 5 will be the first element, then minus 4, then 2, then 0. I'm sorry. Then the biggest element will be 2. Then the median of 4, what will be the median of 4? 4 divided by 2 will be the second element. So the second element is minus 4. So we made the first element as the median of the array. We are able to make the first element as the median of the array by doing only one operation. Okay, fine. So it is possible to make the first element as the median of the array. So in this case, the answer will be yes. So what is the answer? Yeah, for the third case, the answer is yes. Okay, I hope you guys understand the question clearly. Fine. Okay. So how can we solve this? Um, okay, fine. What we need to do is suppose the size of the array is n. Okay, so and if we write the array a1, a2, a3, a4, a5, a6. Okay, so this will be 6 size, right? Size will be 6. So fine, and is equal to just 6. Because and will be 6. Okay, okay. how can I explain it to you guys? Uh, okay. Uh, uh, okay. Let me explain it to you guys in a different way. Okay, suppose uh, what is the ABS of X, which is if it will be always positive, right? The absolute value of X will be always positive, right? If we absolute value of minus X will be X, if we absolute value of plus X, this will be also X. This means the ABS X. Okay, fine. Okay. So the first element of the array will be X. Suppose the first element of the array is X. So the rest of the element from 2 to n, right? If we calculate the ABS, if we calculate the counter, of- if we calculate the counter of the bigger element than X, right? The absolute value of AI, which will be between 2 to 5, will be bigger than X. We take the counter of that, C and T. We take the counter of that, then how many elements are bigger than X? How many absolute value of X? Wait, let me clearly explain it, guys. Uh, the remaining elements from 2 to n, our task is to count the absolute value of AI, which will be greater than the absolute value of X, which is the first element, right? So what does it mean? Okay, fine. So the suppose the array is A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. Okay. So this is A1. Suppose the absolute value of A3 and A5 and also A4. The absolute value of these three elements is bigger than the absolute value of A1. Okay. If we sort this by the absolute value of element, right? We just convert every element like the absolute value. This means A will be ABS X, ABS A1, ABS A1, A2 will be ABS A2. Wait, let me explain it to you guys through an example. This will be better, not some using a variable. Okay, suppose the elements are the first element is -1 and the second element, no, -1, we can say that 9. Okay, the third element is so the second element is we can say 2. The third element is -10 and the fourth element is 11. Okay, if we convert every element as the absolute value, the changed array will be 9, 2, 10 and 11. Okay, fine. So we will take the number of element which is greater than the first element. The count of it as the count is 2. It is 10 and 11. Okay, fine. Now if we sort the element, if we sort the changed element, the which I convert, okay, if we sort the changed element, the sorted array will be 2, 9, 11, 10. Fine. Okay, if we take another element, it will be an example. We say -100. Okay, fine. -100. It will be also 100, right? If I take absolute of 100, this is also bigger than 9. Okay, fine. So if we sort this, it will be go under this, right? 100 or it's 10. Sorry, it is 10 and it is 11. It is 11. Okay, fine. Okay, so what is the median of an array of size 5? It will be 5 divided by 2 because 5 is what you can say, 5 is an odd value, so we will add plus 1 to it. So it is 5 divided by 2. If we take integer divisor, integer divide, that it will be 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. Okay, so this will be the median of the array, but we want to make 9 as the median of the array. So what we can do, so if 9 has to, if 9 has to reach to the third element, it has to be go left, it has to be go left one time, right? It has to go right one time, sorry. If 9 has to be the third element, it has to go right one time. So what we can do, we take just one big element, suppose 11, and make it minus, right? Make it minus. We can do this. As the question said that you can take an element and convert it into minus ai, right? Okay, fine. Then what will happen? The 11 will go to the left of 9, right? Left of 9. Then by doing this, 9 will shift to the right by 1, right? 9 will shift to the right by 1. So what will happen? If I make the 11 to the minus 11, then the changed array will be minus 11. If we sort this, okay, 2, 9, 10, 100. Okay, so here you can see 9 has become the median of the array. So what is the conclusion, that what is the conclusion of it? So if we take the count, that means number of element which is bigger than 9. So if the 9 is on the left side, of the median position, suppose this is the median position, then we can always take a bigger value of 9 and make it minus, which will shift 9 to one side to the right. And by doing it to one or more times, we can always be able to make 9 as the median, right? 9 will be go to left one times. Then if the 9 is still not reach to the median position, then I will take again a greater value and make it minus. It will also shift the 9 to the right by 1. And by doing it several, that means one or more times, we will be able to make 9 as the median. So this is the solution. This is the solution. So we will convert, firstly we will convert every element as the absolute value, right? We will convert every element as the absolute value of it, right? Then we will what you can say, count the number of elements which is greater than 9. If it is less than, if it is greater than mid, right? If it is greater than mid minus 1, then we will be always be able to make 9 as the median. Okay, so this is the answer. Let me explain my code that I have written according to the logic. Okay, fine. Okay, so here, so it doesn't need it. Okay, so first we calculate the mid, right? So if the n is odd, then the mid will be incremented by 1. Okay, then here, as you can see that every money what we can say, okay, it says that, okay, the absolute value of element which is greater than a0, we are taking the number of element whose absolute value is greater than the absolute value of the first element. Okay, fine. So if the number of element is greater than mid minus 1, greater than equal to, then the answer is always yes. We take the flag as 1. If the flag is 1, the answer will be always yes. then otherwise the answer is always no. So I hope you guys get the answer. And also I sort the array. Also I sort the initial array. Okay, fine. If the it doesn't need it, it doesn't need. This condition is not needed. You're fine. Only this condition is enough. What I explained it to you guys, that the number of element whose absolute value is greater than the absolute value of the first element, if the number is above mid minus 1, above or equal to mid minus 1, the answer will be always yes. Otherwise, the answer will be no. So this is the code. So this is the explanation of the problem B. I hope you guys are clear on the explanation. Fine. Does anyone have any problem? Okay. So now let's go to the problem C. We're given newspapers with 0 to 1, 0 to n then n by n bits such that there is exactly one part in itself. The minimum absolute value of a subgroup depending is not into the group equal subgroup. It has to arrange the cards so that the sum of the mixed values over all other subgroups is mixing. The subgroup of n by n is expected 4 numbers 12, 1, or 1, 6, 5. Okay. The element in the in the jth column of the grid is a part of the subgroup. Okay, which is equal to 1. First line of each step happens in the time. So the date is guaranteed that the sum of n for all 20,000. Okay, for each test case, the parameters containing in the elements of the date, we don't want the answers. Okay. The max. What is the max? Okay, the max is, suppose the minimum value which is not in the array. Suppose there are values like um, 1. uh, what is max? Okay, what is max? Max basically means the minimum value which is not present in the array. Suppose 1 3 2, this is 0, fine, then it is 5. So what is the max of this? It will be 0. Okay, 0 is present in the array, then 1 is also present in the array, fine, 1 is also present in the array. Then if we 2 is also present in the array, 3 is also present in the array. Okay, then 4, this is the minimum value which is not present in the array, the whole array. So for this array the max will be 4, right? Okay. Okay. Mhm. So, okay, what is the max of a subgrid? Suppose first we write a grid. What is the max of a subgrid? First, just write a grid. Then, okay, first, what is a subgrid? Subgrid is, okay. Subgrid is a continuous rectangular piece of a matrix. Suppose if we take this chunk, I mean this this rectangle of a grid. Okay, what is the max of it? Suppose it contains the element 0 2 3, sorry, 0 2 3, then 4, then what you can say 0 2 3 4, not 4 equals 5, then 6, then 7, then 10, then what you can say, um 4. Okay, so what will be the mix of this subgrid, right? A rectangular piece of a subgrid, right? What will be the max of it? So if we 0 0 is here, the first element 1, which is not present in the array, right? Present in the subgrid, this subgrid. Okay, so for this subgrid, the max will be 1. Okay, so what we have to do is, again, what we have to do is fine. Let me again rewrite the grid. Fine. Okay. So put values from 0 to n square minus 1 in the subgrid, so that every subarray, the sum of the max of the every subarray of the grid is maximized. To rearrange the number in the grid from 0 to n minus 1 in some particular way, such that all possible subgrid, the max of all possible subgrid, the summation of the max of all possible subgrid in the grid is maximized. So how many subgrids are present in this grid? If we calculate this, uh, okay, how many possible combination? First, think about how many possible combination is possible for only one row. It is, if the size is n, the number of possible subarray from one single row will be n into n plus 1 divided by 2, right? Fine. So how many subgrids are possible from a grid? So each what you can say, each combination, suppose each combination, we can say n into n plus 1 divided by 2 will have again n into n plus 1 divided by 2 combination, right? So suppose this is a possible combination of the first subarray. So we can also divide it into like this. This is also size n. So this will be also n into n plus 1 divided by 2 parts, right? So the total subgrid is n into n, okay, n into n plus 1 divided by 2 squared. This is the total number of subgrid possible. So what we have to do is arrange the numbers from 0 to n square minus 1 in the subgrid in such a way that the sum of the max of the n into n plus 1 divided by 2 square grids are as maximum as possible. Maximum, right? Maximum as possible. So this is the problem statement. Fine. Okay, fine. So I hope you guys get a clear understanding what the statement says. So let me tell you how to solve this. Okay. During contest, I noticed that there is a spiral pattern. You can see that. So the middle element of the array will be the first element, which is 0. Then there is a spiral pattern like this. Then this. Okay. Let me write it down. Okay. So 3 git. It says that for n is equal to 3 for a grid of size 3 into 3. 1, sorry, okay, 1, 2, 3, fine. It says 0, 1, sorry, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 0, 0, 1. Okay, okay. From 8, 8. This is it. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Look, there is this one 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If there is a bigger array like this, fine. I mean, bigger grid like this. The pattern will be this is 8, right? This is 8. This is 8. This is 8. This is 8. This is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22, 23, 24. So notice that the pattern goes in a spiral direction like this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20 to up to 24. Okay, fine. So this is the solution. Now I will explain to you guys then how this is the solution. Okay. 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 So this is 0, right? So how many subgrids of this 2D grid contain the element 0? If it is the middle element of the subgrid, right? So how many possible subgrid we can build that contains the element 0 in it? So we can say that this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we can build 3 into 3 for up and down, and for 3 into 3 for left and right. So 3 to the power 4 number of total subgrid will contain number 0, which is the maximum of all possible subgrid. Okay, if we take this subgrid, how many subgrid contain this? Okay, so if we calculate this 1, 2, okay, the left has 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is 2 into 4 for left and right, and for up and down it will be 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, right? Into 3 into 3, which is equal to 2 into 4 into 3 into 3, 72. Sorry, this is equal to 72. But for the middle element, 3 to the power 4, that means 3 to the power 4, 81. 81 subgrid will contain this cell. Only 72 subgrid will contain this cell. So if we put 0 in this subgrid, it will cover the maximum number of subgrid. If we put 0 in this cell, it will cover the maximum number of subgrid. Okay, rather than this. Okay, so this is the case. The first element will be put in the middle. Okay. So again, 0 has put in the middle of the array. What will be the case for 1? Okay, it will fall under the cell which contain the second uh second maximum subgrid. Okay, fine, like this or this, both has the same count like 72, right? It also falls under 72 subgrid. This cells also falls under 72 subgrid. So we can place one here or here, but for simplicity we'll put one here. Okay, the third maximum element will be equal to 2, right? Which cell falls under the third category? This is this or this or this or this. I hope I'm right. Um, 0, 1, 2. Yeah. So if we calculate this, what is the count? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, fine. Which is equal to what you can say 2 into 4 into 2 into 4. So 4 into 4 into 3 into 3. Okay, fine. 64. Sorry, 64, 64, 64. So the highest number of subgrid, sorry, this cell contains the highest number of subgrid, okay, which is 81, I hope. And the second one is this cell, which is 72, and the third one is this is 64. So we this is why we'll choose 0 here, 1 here, and 2 here, and 3 here. So by doing this, we can see there goes a spiral pattern, right? So by we have to go like this. So this is the solution of the problem C. Fine. Fine. So this is how I code the spiral pattern of a grid. So the what you can say that the middle element will be 0, right? Okay. Then it goes to spiral pattern like this cover this part, this for loop covered this part. Uh, Let me read the grid. Uh, no, this grid is not good. Again. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is a 5 cross 5 matrix. Sorry. This for loop covered this part. Okay. Suppose we are in the middle. Okay. This for loop, sorry, the first for loop cover this part. Okay. Mm, the second for loop cover this part. Okay. Uh, sorry. The first for loop covered this part. The second for loop covered this part. The third for loop covered this part, and the fourth for loop covered this part. And the code continues until it reaches index 1 1. Sorry, index 1n. This is 1 comma n until it reaches index 1 comma n. That's I quote here, that until it reaches 1 and n, the spiral pattern will continue. So that's the code. That's how we solve this. Okay, this is it. Thank you guys. Bye. Okay.